the myth, the legend, Miss Loofs.
Hello, guys. All right, but we're getting into this right now. We got Jimbo, Jones, and JTDUNX.
Oh my goodness! And go ahead.
So yeah, no, I didn't know who Jimbo Jones was going into this, but I don't know where he's from. Like I'm assuming Illinois. But I don't know what parts. I don't know if he attends locals, but to get here, he actually did beat Aztec, who was the 3rd seed of the tournament, and Varen, who's another very highly seeded player who's been doing pretty well recently. So Jimbo Jones is definitely good. It should be an interesting set.
Oh, but unfortunately, the set's going to be
all right,
over real quick
to say about that.
if you start air dodging like that. Don't ever air dodge against Captain Falcon. You know, it's really interesting. We were just talking about there's a lot of Mewtwo's in this bracket. There are a load of Mewtwo's, and I can think a couple of them did successfully get top 22. But what we know about JTDUNX and his ability to completely pressure you in the weirdest of ways, that was slick.
And not quite dead, but he did he read probably an aerial or an air dodge. Got what he wanted.
He just does it. I know that Mewtwo has like the frame, like the body frame to make it big enough to connect knees more often than on other characters. That with his floatiness making him die a lot earlier makes him really dangerous overall.
Off stage. That was a good side beat by Jimbo to not get back aired. But Dunk's still putting on the pressure.
Good lord. Yeah, he's putting on quite a bit too. He's not afraid to be challenging any of these options. He probably can toss that stock out.
Yeah, he's been extremely aggressive off stage and just in general. He's like really only been pressing forward. But it seems to be working. He has the lead now.
Oh, that was really weird. I can understand how that kind of happened when sliding out of there. Ooh, good drift back from Jimbo Jones too. Not really trying to get that knee to connect.
All right, lead trap attempt from JTDUNX with those jabs, but Mewtwo can just go under and get the up air.
That's
so
there.
Smart by Jimbo.
He has a couple of options actually. He can teleport. He got the I think the side B can actually do it too.
Yeah. And the spot with Falcon holding. Man, it makes me so mad that like that hit of Dare is just so strong. It like can kill so early sometimes. No, there's bans. It's one ban. Yeah, it's modified DSR. Yeah.
Lit. So JTDUNX taking in that first game, and yes, as you heard, this is best of 5.
You can see us. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Right? Ooh. That's me waving my hand. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. But yeah, this is best of 5, top 32. We are on winner's side, so these guys have done what they need to do to pull themselves out of pools in the most effective manner possible. Let's see what they're going to do in game 2 and how it's going to change.
I know Mewtwo is pretty good on FD. Just it's pretty easy for him to like cover space with that down tilt. And it's like you have to approach him a lot more directly without those platforms there. And then the Shadow Balls can just cover a lot of space. So we'll see if this FD counter pick works.
Oh my gosh.
That's a weird series of events. Just kind of kept trading with Nair.
Absolutely. And as we were saying before, the way he's just kind of continuing to press forward, he's got the foot in the gas pedal and he's not intending to stop anytime soon. JTDUNX, of course, and then yeah, there it is. Just me able to connect on his big body frame so much better than a lot of these other characters.
Just grabbing him right out of the neutral getup.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't be surprised. JTDUNX is putting on quite the show right now. Good pair. Just applying a little more pressure, making it a lot more difficult for Jimbo Jones to really safely get himself back on stage. And just as he thought he did, back off stage, and the stock is gone.
And a taunt from JTDUNX. JTDUNX is a bit of a taunter. Sometimes he'll do the IRL taunt too. He did that with Mario's hat. I guess he does it with Falcon too, so he's a character.
He's a character playing a character.
Yeah, he's quite the man.
No, he didn't give him any reasons to go for the forward smash there. It was very difficult to go for hard to punish. But then of course when you go for a down B like that, Falcon keeps a cool move, but it's unfortunate that it's like not good enough to use so often.
I mean, it has its uses sometimes, but like usually you can find a better option.
Right?
But
that's interesting. I think that JTDUNX has a very unique way to play out the neutral. Like he just continues to choose aggressive options.
Yeah, doing a lot of grabs and like I think. Okay.
What were you about to say about grabs?
I was gonna say, yeah, he's been doing a lot of grabs and he's kind of been reading a lot of his things. He's been doing some like short hop up airs, not just the landing ones, but just sort of like to catch his jumps, as we kind of saw right there. That was a full hop though, but same thing applies. Been reading a lot of these jumps.
I wonder what he. Just barely slips out of that with the air dodge. I was just thinking that's me. That's game. But no, good stuff coming from Jimbo. They're just barely able to survive that. Try to see if we can catch a tech roll in. Not able to do so, but very well played nonetheless.
Got him at the ledge here. And
Taps him with the back air.
got him dead. Yeah, Falcon's, I'd definitely say like one of his strengths in this game is just at the ledge, because first of all, he has that jab, which is just like super fast, and you can kind of act out of it fairly quickly. And yeah, he also has things like back air, and just like his throws are good for sending you off stage. Like back air can kill. Not the doesn't kill the earliest, but it definitely does kill. So yeah, Falcon's good at ledge, and JTDUNX has been using that ledge pressure really well.
I like that. So they're going to be running it back. So I'm wondering if Jimbo Jones, like he's going in quite a bit, and I think he's trying to challenge JTDUNX more. So we're gonna have to see if those kinds of adaptations to the gameplay will be good enough for him to really shake things up. Oof. Oh my gosh! I wonder if he means to double jump or if he's like if he's trying to slide out like that.
All right.
1 damage.
Has him with the ledge here. Nice get up attack though, knowing that will beat out the jab at that spacing.
Yeah, I was like, he's really far out for the jabs connect there. I almost think it's like a deliberate mind game at that point. Like I'm doing it, and you're gonna like replay the previous time when I did it, even though I'm not in the same spacing.
Mewtwo has him at the ledge there. Kind of let him get back for free, but Mewtwo can have some good ledge pressure too if he can react with like down tilt and Shadow Ball, things of the sort.
Oh goodness! Show me your moves. Show me the moves. Boy, that's taboo.
Jimbo Jones just looked at him after that and gave him the little show me your moves thing. Looks like Jimbo Jones is having a fun time at least.
That's good. It's always good. It's always nice when you're a good sport too. I wonder if he's been trying to condition an option that makes it so he can get that spike, or if he's just doing things for the sake of doing it and then.
Ooh.
Oh!
That was really close.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what is happening? Ah! Oh, jeez! Oh, goodness gracious! Hit him with the back air, gets him back off stage. Like it's nuts. There's so much going on. So much going on right now. Punishes the up air with his own up air.
Tried to get the back air there, but misspaced it. Still a very commanding lead for Dunks.
Oh, he was ready. He was ready. No MacGuffin whatsoever. It looks like he was trying to go for the confusion or the disable there. A good forward throw, getting back off stage where he's really been applying a lot of this pressure.
Taps with the weak back air.
Yep. That was it. He's got no jump. He's had no option but to
yeah, he had to.
That way.
Yeah, and like I guess he could have probably sweet spotted ledge. Like I know it's sometimes hard with Mewtwo though, so he did what he could, and unfortunately that wasn't enough. So.
Absolute. Well played on JTDUNX's part. Solid 3-0 for him actually.
Yeah, honestly, it just looked like the whole set he was just really aggressive, and Jimbo Jones didn't really know what to do about it. It was like he just kind of kept running at him, and I don't know, it looked overwhelming. Because Mewtwo is like often kind of a campy character, like has to use that down tilt to zone you out, like that Shadow Ball. Oh, we're transitioning to us. Cool.
Let's. And yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Just the way that JTDUNX was successfully doing what it is I think that Falcon does best in that aspect. Just aggressively going in, mixing up a lot of options, and forcing really unfavorable situations.
Right.
And Mewtwo, of course, like I said, very defensive, needing to get out of that pressure to be able to do the things he needs to do, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He couldn't.
Yeah, Mewtwo tries to set up a zone, and I think JTDUNX was doing a really good job of breaking that zone and getting like in his area. In his comfort zone. Yeah, and then threw him at the ledge, and yeah, I mean, it was very dominant from Dunks. Not sure who we're going to have up next. I'll check the bracket just to know. So we can good matches, yeah. Yeah, matches that we can expect to see on stream. Yeah, just so I can update on what's happening off stream. So yeah, this is top 32, guys. This is, within this aspect, the cream of the crop. Doesn't immediately mean that you know, you're just significantly better, but you're significantly better. You're top 32. You made that of pools. You learned to swim, boy. You didn't drown. You didn't get sharked out, my dude. So well played to these guys, especially again the ones that made it on the winner's side, going undefeated. Still well played to Jimbo Jones for having taken on Aztec. Very solid player within the area. I gotta give kudos for that. Yeah, and, that's actually a pretty big upset. Aztec, as I said before, was 3 seeded the tournament. A player who's gotten lots of good wins. He's like been Chicago PR. I think he was 10th or 11th, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there was one point that he did step into. Yeah, at one Midwest Mayhem, he got like 13th or something. So yeah, that was the last one I was at. That was the last one I was at. Yeah, he beat like Cells and some other good players. Took Seth to game 5. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was the last one 0 went to with Mr. R. And that was 10. Midwest Mayhem 10. But now we got the boy, Rizzy versus the boy, Slow Joe. Ooh. All right, this is kind of interesting. I know Saris is who RZI beat to get here. I think Saris was seated above him, so seating-wise, I guess it's an upset. But like those two players are pretty much around the same skill. Like I feel like that set can go either way.
Yeah.
And Slojo this is his projected seed. He beat Prompto, who he was seeded to beat, and I think he's like 6th seed of the tournament. He's definitely a top 8 seed.
Oh, 100%. Slojo
Former
is
PR member, so
yeah,
we'll see.